Well, hello and a very warm welcome to a very chilly Manchester. As you can see, the steam rising off the stadium. There's a few fighters steaming to get forward to the Paralympic Games. They are ready to rumble, and we are ready to welcome you. It's great to have you with us. It's Para Taekwondo time, of course, and it is a wonderful joy to see. It's all about kicking, none to the head, all to the body, and who can bank the big points on the path to Paris. And from the regional campus, it's time for the international fanfare. The fans are gathered, and of course we are delighted to be with you in this one. As you can hear, the strains of Oasis wandering through with Wonderwall, and I wonder who is with us in the commentary box. It is our resident expert, Milica Juricic. How are you?
I'm very well, John. Thank you for asking. I enjoyed bronze medal matches. Can't wait for the final one.
No question, we can't wait for the finals. And I'm sure that everybody feels the way we do as well, as we're here for the Grand Prix final, the big one, the last chance to book your ticket to Paris. And of course, the athletes are waiting eagerly in the wings. And I'm sure you're waiting eagerly as well. If you're joining us on Channel 4 Sport for the first time ever, thank you very much. We're delighted to have you with us. You want to understand Paralympic Taekwondo. Maybe you'd like to understand what's going on in terms of the session scheduled tonight. Back-to-back finals, 10 big belters all the way through, and we move up through the weight divisions from women's 47s all the way up to the men's plus 80 heavyweight finals. So there's some big matches, big names, much like Milica in the commentary box. She's an expert. If you're not and you want to understand how the sport works, we can see tonight in terms of the finals, and that's the final four. You'll know the scores on the board as we make our way through. How do you get the scores onto the protectors? How do the athletes conduct themselves in a fight? If you would like to find out, we've got a nice little guide for you to enjoy. Sit back, relax, and you too will be an expert by the end of this.
Welcome to Taekwondo.
This amazing sport reflects three important principles.
Equality.
All athletes have an equal opportunity to compete.
Respect.
The athletes respect each other and the sport.
Skill. The sport displays incredible skill and technique.
Athletes compete
In classes based upon their impairment.
This ensures equal and fair competition.
Taekwondo translates
as the art of kicking and punching. The sport sees two athletes compete in one 5-minute round.
Athletes win by stopping their opponent or by winning the most points.
The athlete with the highest points at the end of the round wins. There are no headshots in Para Taekwondo.
The sport has some amazing adaptations
To enable everyone to compete.
This is an exciting sport
That rewards skill.
Athletes get more points for spinning kicks, as these are challenging to land.
Taekwondo athletes wear a uniform which is called a dobok.
a chest protector,
Which is called
a hogu,
headgear.
Arm and shin guards.
and a mouth guard.
Inside the protective clothing is an electronic device that logs every point.
They compete on an 8-meter squared mat.
This sport is built in fair competition. The referee could give penalties when rules are broken,
Such as
going out of the ring with both feet,
Holding, grabbing.
or pushing hits below the belt.
Athletes win by stopping their opponent or by winning the most points.
Taekwondo is competitive,
But is founded on respect.
Athletes bow to each other.
Before and after every match.
This is an exciting sport based on skill
speed,
Athleticism,
and inclusion.
So there you go. You're now a fully fledged expert. The black belt is in the post. You're ready for a fight. And as we know, Friday night is all right for fighting as the referees come in. And of course, Milica, you're in the Olympic category. You've won the Olympics twice, as you see Maria Espinosa,
yes.
former friend and rival now.
Absolutely, one of the greatest in this category. 3 Olympic medals. I think she's the second girl ever who did that.
That's
so
right.
She was amazing to watch. I think now she enjoys a new life with the para athletes. She's doing a great job, so shout out to Maria Espinosa.
No question, shout out to her. The team Mexico did so well at the Pan American Games, most recently in Santiago, Chile. She was flanked there by Jana Alegria, former world medalist, and of course Mexican coach as well. So a lot of the Olympic coaches working now in the Paralympic side. Some slight differences, as you saw from the video. but who can make the difference in this one? Mariam Darai, or of course Angelica Espinosa. It's a popular name tonight, but Puerto Rico's, or I should say Peru's Paralympic champion, which is never easy to say, as we see Bjarne Johansen there, Danish coach, chatting Taekwondo, and we're about to do the same. You had a chance to watch the bronze medals. Obviously we have Mariam Darai coming out, and of course the Paralympic champion from Peru. So what about Darai in this one? What can she do to deal with the big occasion?
Well, I think this is the biggest occasion for her this year. She's fighting Paralympic champion, so it's not easy. Every time it can go both ways, but I think she looks really ready with the music on, really excited, and that's the right way to go. You have nothing to lose. You're in the final. You have a big champion in front of you. Just go for it. This is your opportunity to win gold medal.
I have to say, I love that with the headphones on. As you say, just getting herself focused. Last bits of encouragement from her coach, and she's going to need it. A big challenge. A couple of big wins for her against Izakova and Ekinci from Turkey and Uzbekistan, respectively. But of course, here she comes, the Paralympic champion, the Pan American Games champion, Angelica Espinosa. She fought about 10 days ago now in Chile.
Wow.
So it's been a big season for all of them.
Great season, great tempo, you know, two big competitions in such a short term. I think that's why maybe a lot of athletes are injured, not fighting in the bronze medal matches, final matches, but this is the end of the year. Just hold on a little bit more. Final match of the final tournament of the year. You're qualified for Paralympics next year, so I think you have to enjoy this kind of moments.
The wise words of Milica Juricic, enjoy the moments. And we're enjoying having you here in Manchester. It's nothing but a pleasure to share it with you. You can see Victor Munoz, the doctor there in the back left, just ready in case. Of course, the athlete's safety is paramount. As we get some encouragement from the Iranian team. And our centre referee brings them to attention here. And we have Mariam Darai against Angelica Espinosa. Peru in red, the team from Iran in blue. The colour they're looking for is gold. 5 minutes, you can see in the bottom left and right, Gamjoms, if you get penalty points, if you fall over, if you run away, also if you kick to the head, you will get into trouble. We're just seeing there that our television graphic isn't matching the stadium graphic. So the stadium graphic is saying 2-0 to Abdulpalur Darai of Iran. And we will keep you up to date. 2-1 now with the Gamjom. And of course, Milica, a good start now, 4-1 up.
Great start. One front leg, one back leg, really fast. I'm loving the speed. She's aggressive. I think she's a younger fighter, and you can see that she wants to go for the gold medal.
She most certainly does want to go for the gold medal. You mentioned that youth, that delight, and of course, trying to work forward on the way through. And as we can see, it's 4-1. We're going to get that scoreboard adjusted for you. But trying to adjust our game plan at the moment is the Paralympic champion. She's pulled it back, 4-3 now.
Great momentum. She waited for her leg to go down and then back leg turn and kick the body for 4-3. For now, exciting match. But only 1 minute is gone, so we have 4 minutes left.
Yeah, we certainly do. It's about stamina, as you say, for the 5-minute stretch.
That was a nice attempt of spinning kick, but too far.
And of course, spinning kicks would give you 4. If you spin to the body, it's worth 4. If you do a back kick, it's worth 3. So there's a little bit of difference from the Olympic style, but no difference in terms of the quality. You can, of course, call for a timeout. Good little front leg attempt there from Darai, the Iranian. It seems that everyone from the Iranian national team, whether it's Olympic or Paralympic, can do that front leg perfectly.
No, her front leg, right leg is amazing. You can see the speed, you can see the strength, and momentum is also good. She's waiting for her to finish her kick and then to kick. So still 4-3 lead. I think we have exciting 3 minutes more.
We certainly do. The excitement building. And we're moving into the business end of it now. coach happy with the work so far. Good control of the distance. So when we're mentioning here front leg and back leg, front leg the leg closest to it, like so, and back leg the one furthest away, but we're not too far away in terms of the scores on the board. 4-3, just about the halfway stage now. Good back kick attempt.
Good back kick attempt, good momentum. I don't know what is the problem now.
Yeah, I think
I'm trying for
maybe kicking low, perhaps, after the back kick.
So the result is 5-3 now. That was Kamchung for the red fighter, but we continue.
Now the referee calling them gongyok, which means to fight, get in there. And as you can see, the score in the back of your shot there, 5-3 for blue. So Iran's Miriam Durai has the lead as the arm guard slips off. So sometimes, well, there's a nice bit of sporting spirit there.
I agree.
As the fighters showing their quality. Well, we saw the little guide about integrity, respect, also fighting. They get stuck in.
Great timing for Iranian fighter. All the time doing movement and fake and just waiting for Angelica to finish her technique, to put her leg down, and then she kicks. So for her, now result is good, 7-3. We don't have much time left, 1 minute 45 seconds, but I think someone needs to use now the timeout card.
So says the voice of the athlete. Quite wise to get the rest, to try and come back, change the plan perhaps. 7-3 the scores on the board. Miriam Durai, regardless of the reputation, can she take out the Paralympic champion here in the final here in Manchester? A minute and 20 will tell us. We're moving into the business end now. Good back leg turn and kick there. Almost landing, still stays 7-3.
$9-3, I think now is the time maybe to use timeout or to change game plan, because 6-point lead is in 1 minute, it's a lot, especially when you earn only 3 points in the last 4 minutes. But maybe she, in her head, this is good result because she's qualified. She don't want to get injured. Maybe 11-3, great front leg from the Iranian fighter. She's just extending her lead in the final moments of the match. You can see that she wants gold. She started aggressive. 8-point lead is good enough for the win.
It most certainly is. The 8-point lead carrying the fight. And as you say, Angelica Espinosa knows that she's got at least the boarding pass to Paris at the moment. Does she want to pull back? Skies with the front leg to try and avoid getting the silver. Doesn't want to settle for that like a true champion. Firing forward into the last 20 now. Miriam Durai from the Iranian national team looking good now into the last closing stages.
I have to say, I admire the fitness level of these two girls. Yeah, this is the timeout now in the last 15 seconds of the fight, but 4.5 minutes of constant kicking and movement. It's amazing to watch.
That most certainly is. Full intensity, full power. And now the job of the coaches here. Well, she came in cool and calm with the headphones on, quite focused, and she's been excellent so far, Miriam Durai.
Absolutely amazing. You saw her from the first seconds in the start of the match, scoring with a good tactic, good game plan. Even though she's young, she held it until the last second. So this lead, for me, I think it's impossible to turn. So gold medal for Iranian fighter.
Yeah, it's early to call it, as you say,
yeah.
8-point gap. But with just about, well, as we can see on the scoreboard there, it's pretty difficult now, as you say, for Angelica Espinosa to pull it back. She's being conservative, she's being calm. Thoughts of Paris next summer. Who wouldn't want to think of that? The Paralympic Games beckoning as we move towards the last 10 seconds now. Up on her toes she goes. Good shot, though. Miriam Durai closing it out, 15-3. Huge score, huge scalp. Good response from Espinosa down the stretch. 10 points of a difference. And she will limp onto the podium. And Milica, that's a feeling you know very well.
Yeah. I feel happy for her because we saw in the last 5 minutes she was really good. We can see that she's young. She's younger than the Paralympic champion, but she followed her game plan, really focused, really strong and fast, and she deserved gold medal.
Richly deserved, and a super silver as well for Angelica Espinosa. I was going to say fresh from the Pan American Games in Chile, where she took the gold. She follows it up with silver, and a lovely moment now to fly the flag.
Absolutely. I think this is to hear your anthem and to go with your flag in the court. It's really great. These moments are your biggest motivation.
Certainly is the biggest motivation, and she's caused a sensation here, taking out the Paralympic champion, taking home the gold medal, and booking a spot for Paris. It's Miriam Derai. There from Miriam Derai. She backed herself. She takes the title in the women's under 47s, and we are ready for some more fighting. Who will raise the flag in this one? As she looks delighted. Who can repeat the feat and get the big points on the board now as we move into the men's? And it's time for the under 58 kilogram division. And of course, something that we know about as athletes, you have to diet, you have to make the weight. In a long season, not that much fun.
I think it's not easy for these categories, 47, 58. I think for them, it's like the first match, biggest struggle. It's to lose weight, to be in the same weight almost the whole year, because everyone enjoys to eat, to train, and these categories these are small categories, honestly. It's hard to maintain all the year this weight. And it's something you were saying about the fitness there, as we see the fans, I'm sure, texting to say, check out Channel 4, Channel 4 Sport, that's where the Paralympics is, and that's where Para Taekwondo is. But that fitness, losing those kilos, getting yourself in shape, it can be really brutal. It is brutal for them, I think, because they need to qualify. This is 4 years of constant training, competition, and especially for someone who is young, and you need to develop your strength and everything, and still need to maintain your weight. It's hard. Well, it most certainly is hard, and as you mentioned, the importance of youth. Well, a young star, Asif Yasur, as he emerges from the Manchester night sky, can he raise the roof in this one and raise the gold medal? Ranked #1 now in the world. And of course in Para Taekwondo they don't have a junior circuit yet, so he's just coming up through it. And his coach there, a former fighter as well. In the same division, no less, -58, and we see that wins against Cabulet and Zhao of Chinese Taipei. But he's going to have to produce something special now, the young Israeli. Well, I spoke of the youth in the blue corner. A more distinguished and experienced Bofa Kong in the French corner. No, I agree with you. I think there's a big age difference, and that's what I like to see. When you have youth, you have, you know, more energy and maybe aggressiveness, but we have older fighters who have experience, a more composed fighters, so it's two totally different styles. It most certainly is two different styles, two different generations, 20 years of a gap. As we see Abin Yair, the coach in the corner there, she knows her way around as well. Absolutely. Former silver medalist in Olympic Games in Rio 2016, world champion, European champion. She knows her way into the final matches. She most certainly does, and she knows Bofa Kong well, as we know both of them, as Leslie Chung, centre referee, getting ready for this one. So, we mentioned Bofa Kong. Of course, he's a French athlete. French athletes automatically qualifying for the Paralympic Games. And he's got a sponsor, L'Oreal, because he's worth it. Wow, that's nice.
Very much worth it. I was talking to young Rebecca McGowan. She's delighted as well, starting to get sponsors and agents and moving up in the world.
Fighters, I'm always excited when I see Taekwondo fighters in the city. I saw Jay Jones in Belgrade in Under Armour, so it's nice for Taekwondo fighters to be recognized.
It most surely is, and it's nice for them to have a fitting format and indeed platform for their fighting skills. The back leg turn kick blasting in, as you can see, 2-0 the scores on the board already. Asaf Yasur making sure. Bofakong tries to go in with that front leg combination there. Good little push kick to the body. Asaf Yasur looking calm already.
Looking calm, looking fresh and strong. 4-0 in the first 30 seconds. It's a great result.
Yeah, you'll be happy with that one. Apologies, the TV graphic in the top left not matching the stadium graphic, as we see an excellent back kick attempt. And the scores on the board make it even more pleasant reading now. Asaf Yasur 6-0 to the good. And Bofakong, has he got his distance wrong? Trying to be cagey, the Frenchman in red.
It's hard to be cagey when someone is aggressive and strong and attacking all the time. Scoring 8-0, good momentum, good front leg, trying all the time. This is a real result in the first minute.
Yeah, as you say, Bofakong making his first final at this level for just over 2 years now. He's been in and around the bronze medals, the Frenchman, but he's now up against the world #1. And Asaf Yasur has looked very assured. 14-2 now the scores on the board.
14-4 now, but strong start. I love the match. I love the energy. Strong kicks, strong front leg. I didn't see this for a while. Look at the distance. Long kicks, short kicks, everything. 16-4.
Yeah, and as Milic has given you there, long kicks, short kicks. Two fighters, two different leg lengths. They start at different distances, and they have to control the gap between them. And they have to then land the big kicks and get the big points on the board. So now 18-4 in favour of Yasar. And Asaf is looking good here.
When someone is strong with front leg, it's hard to make the counter. Now we have the timeout. I think they will change game plan. They will change some tactics, because this is a big difference. 18-4, 14 points. But Asaf Yasur is sure in his game plan. Push kick is really strong. He knows exactly where to kick. I think 100% of these points are push kick.
Yeah, absolutely. All front leg push kicks. He's been calm. Hashem Rahibi, the coach in the corner, will be delighted with the work being done. He looks as if he could still compete himself.
But he does not look satisfied. I don't know why.
It's a tougher time against his coach than it is against Bofakong at the moment. Meanwhile, in the French corner, adaptations needed.
Yeah, he needs to adapt to. Now he felt his power, his speed, and now maybe to change guard or something like that, because 18-4, he has time. I think 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes, but you need to change everything in your game plan to be in this fight.
No question. Can he make the adaptations? As you say, he's got the time in which to do it. 3 of the 5 minutes available. Still have the ability to call a timeout in the French corner if needed. And there's a little adjustment already, 18-6.
Yeah, I agree with you. He started strong, now more aggressive after the break.
And mercifully so far, no penalties from the referee. There's little gam johns at the bottom, as we see another excellent push kick. And I have to say, I gave a lot of criticism to the PSS before. It's working well now.
Oh, I agree with you. I saw the hit level. It's not so easy to score, but with Asaf Yasur, it looks easy now. Honestly, every push kick now, I think also inverted kick, 20-6, 22-8. I think it's important for spectators to know we don't have point gap in final match, in bronze medal match, so we continue to the end.
Yep, we do indeed. The point gap you mentioned, if you score more than 30 than your opponent in the early rounds, it's game over. But in this one, we know the levels is getting closer. And of course, Bofakong getting closer himself to moving into double figures as we go towards the halfway stage now. And of course, Melissa, for people that are new, they're watching this pushing kick. Seems like it would be quite easy to do, but not.
It only seems, it's really not. Especially when someone is good at front leg, you need to be precise. You need to know where to kick, when to kick. It's easy to watch, but it's not easy to score.
Very nice. And it's certainly not easy on Bofakong as he tries to ease his arm guard into the correct position. And he's also tried a couple of back kicks there. They're worth 3 points. So good tactics. There we go, the back kick again, but the timing not quite right. Speaking of time, 2 minutes and some change.
We can see the fitness level of Asaf Yasour is amazing. From the beginning of the match, he's attacking, he's in the middle of the center. One Kamjung for him, so 26-9, but look at him, he's still fresh, he's still fast, speed in the highest level. 26-10, but he doesn't care. I think he wants to maintain his position as ranked #1, so he's doing that all the time.
Yeah, as you say, and I think he's doesn't want to go back to his coach and get into trouble again, so...
I agree with you.
Going full speed and full throttle is Asaf Yasour. Good quality kicks all the way through. He's had the game plan right. Bofakong, to his credit, well, he's now 28-10 down, the Frenchman. 43 years young, still in there fighting. First generation of para Taekwondo athletes. A bit of a flag bearer for the team. Team captain, if you like. But it's captain fantastic, Asaf Yasour at the moment. A big, strong lead. However, 28-14 it goes. Well, we mentioned the fitness in the Israeli corner. Bofakong not giving up.
He didn't give up. I mean, when I see Israeli attacking all the time, you need to be ready to answer on every kick, on every attack, but it's not easy. Still, he made 14 points. Great job for now.
Yep, great job for now, as you say, but also maybe some tactical and physical adjustments needed, because that's 5 or 6 times he's had to refix that arm guard. As we see a perfect front leg counter raining in. So maybe some wardrobe adjustments. The athletes wear sensor socks. They wear shin guards, groin guards, arm guards, head guards, mouth guards and face shields. Super safe. Debate amongst the fighters, still raging.
I didn't know about that. I think their safety is the most important thing in the sport.
But you know fighters.
Yeah.
Fighters don't care about safety.
I think they would like to have face kick.
That's it. A few of them have said that, yeah, we're happy to kick to the head. So let's see. There is talk of amalgamating and moving the para and Olympic rules closer together in the next Olympic cycle. But as we cycle towards the last minute and some change now, a good effort from Bofakong to pull back, but Asaf Yasour, very good.
Yeah, very good speed, also in the same level as in the beginning of the match. Front leg is super trained for this match. I can see the right leg strong, fast.
Yeah, as you say, he's got the strength, he's got the speed, he's got the lead. Can he take the title here? Good credit to Bofakong. Batters in with the back leg. But 33-16 the scores on the board. So your TV graphics, as you can see, are now accurate. Apologies for the earlier delay. We've had some technical issues. Only the second time now for para to be involved in this televised spectacle. So everyone learning as they go along. If you didn't know already, Bofakong has learned why Asaf Yasour is the world #1 as he marches towards the title here, Melissa.
He's really close. This is a great result for him. He was ranked #1. I think he'll be also in Paralympics next year as their main goal for the gold medal for podium. This is a great match for him because this is the last time you see all these fighters getting prepared for Paralympics next year. So you want to give your best just to see where you are in this moment and what can you improve for the next year.
And as we click towards an inevitable outcome, there's also the seeding at the Olympic Games. If you're ranked #1, it's a feeling that you know what it's like. You know who you're going to fight, when you're going to fight. Important?
It's really important. I think you have... It can go both ways, because when you rank #1, you know everything, you're the best, but also it gives you one kind of the pressure that you need to be the first one, you need to win a gold medal. So it depends on the fighter. Maybe for him this will be motivation.
Yeah, as you say, pressure, the privilege of the top people on the podium. And we've seen there the adjustment of the arm guards, and back on guard goes Bofakong. Half a minute to go. So just to mark your cards in terms of entertainment, as we see another shot raining in. We're going to have all the big back-to-back finals. Women's 52s, men's under 63s. A bit of British interest coming later on as well for Beth Munro, and of course for Amy Truesdale. But true to form and true to score, he puts another one up on the board, and Asaf Yasur is going to be up onto the podium as the champion here, Melissa.
Well-deserved gold medal.
Well deserved. And he's not been reserved in his approach. Aggressive, organised. I think Bofakong is going to do a little bit of adjustments, perhaps, not just in the tactics, but also the strategy going forward. But firing forward, Asaf Yasur, stamina for sale. Can fight all night, and it's been all right for him. On to the top of the podium he goes as the World Para Taekwondo Grand Prix final gold medalist from Israel, Asaf Yasur, never in doubt.
Wow, never in doubt. 41-16. Great match. He was ready for the last tournament of the year. Ranking points in the pocket, quota in the pocket. So I think he's going home with a smile on his face.
Coach smiling, perhaps? Is it too much to ask?
I'm not sure. I think it's too much at this moment.
Well, no, still not smiling, but the flag flying. Asaf Yasur for Israel. Great credit to him. The champion takes a bow, but he knows how to have a row, and here in Manchester, improved, pivotal for him. Congratulations, Asaf Yasur, Bofakong with the silver. And there he is. He will have taken very, very good ranking points. As he limps out of the arena, the beaten warrior, he'll be back, and so will we. Women's under 52s coming up next.
What, 2 jam-packed finals so far? What's better than 2? Well, that's 3. It's time for another final! This is the Paralympic Games women's 52-kilogram final. Now let's welcome our referees. Here come the officials.
So the frenetic footwork, the fast kicks, and all the thrills and skills to pay the bills here in Manchester. Asaf Yasur was assured, and most assuredly he will be on the top spot of the podium. And the French fighter Bofakong didn't do much wrong and takes an excellent silver medal. We're going to take ourselves towards the next final. Who will be flying the flag this time? You're just joining us. Where have you been? You've big finals, 2 big matches, but don't worry, there's plenty more in store as we go towards the business end now. The women's under 52 kilograms, Maria against and it's Brazil going against, well, of course, the Egyptian national team. Brazil, I was going to say fresh from the Pan American Games, and I'm sure they're texting to say, are you watching the Para Taekwondo? If only they knew they were on TV. Some people hate it.
I hate it.
And I do say fresh. The Pan American Games. Success in Santiago.
Absolutely, show that they are Taekwondo. Every time when I see them, medals around their neck. So this is one more opportunity for them to score a big one, to win a gold medal or to go home with the silver.
Well, here she comes. African Championships medalist. So championships as opposed to games. The games themselves are multiple sports. The championships solely the one sport. But that win against Nascimento and of course against Yannick Garcia.
Train the speed, but great front leg.
Yeah, as you rightly say, no risks, but big reward so far. And good work. We always stay competition tomorrow for a couple of days as they also try to book a ticket to Paris. But at the moment, we're seeing the very best in Para Taekwondo, and it's pretty close to
The same as the first one. And the second one goes to the protector.
within.
In the air, you know, one attack was good, so 2 points for her, but maybe to be a little bit closer. I know it's the risk if you go close, but now when she's closer, 4-4, good change of tactics, good distance, so this is a nice result.
Oh, the wise words of Milica Juricic, European world double Olympic champion, predicting tactics. I don't know if the Egyptian corner can hear, but Salma Ali certainly making use of that and also making the use of the timeout in this one. Now, this is obviously a broader conversation. They're talking about the Paralympic rules and the Olympic rules, trying to bring them a little bit closer together. So, two options. The best of three format that we have in the Olympic style. Either Para takes that version, or we move towards the 1 5-minute round. What do you think the reaction would be if you asked?
It's honestly.
There was a look on Melissa about.
Out of 3 because it's more interesting, it's more intense. Usually when you're losing 10-0 and then go into the second round, point for 2 minutes now, and it's hard for both fighters. I think 1 round for stamina, for fitness level, but I think they can go best 2 out of 3.
Okay, there's the first vote in. I'm sure you can have your say. Get on to World Taekwondo, let them know what you think. I'm sure the para athletes will have their perspective as they move towards the amalgamation of the rules. But ruling the roost at the moment with 2 minutes to go. Both fighters tied up. Maria Mercado drawing a bravo from the coach. She's happy with the distance control. Salma Ali. And of course, if you're watching this for the first time, and how hard is it to stand there when you know someone's trying to kick you and control that distance with very little movement?
Oh, it's hard. I think for the tall fighters, it's hard when someone wants to go inside to come in your distance, so you need to be fast and to react. But both of these fighters are tall, long legs. They're fighting from the distance, so close stance. Both of them, right leg is forward. But Salma Ali improved her distance in the end of the 3rd minute, I think, but now both of them, you can see that they're shooting in the air, so still the result is the same.
Yeah, as you say, those kicks swing and a miss. They're almost been able to touch hands and touch legs. They seem to have that little staccato rhythm, pause, pause, and then go at full speed as we speed towards the last minute now. Who's going to take the title?
This now is better distance, but I think we need back leg. After the front, you go back, I think you'll score. But as we said in the beginning, they're not taking any risks. Final match, gold medal between them, 4-4. We'll see. Oh, only one Kamchung, so 5-4 to Brazilian fighter. Maria is in the lead.
Yeah, I think that was fair refereeing there. A referee from Iran judging there that Salma Ali was. There's a difference between patient and passive as they take the time out. You can wait, you can intimidate, you can try and try and set things up, but if you take too long, the referee will give you a penalty. On the coaches now. And this is, of course, where the coaches earn their money. And can they make the adaptation? 1 point separating gold from silver. The big occasion here at the Manchester Regional Arena. And thank you so much for joining us, wherever you are. Well, I hope you're in a more comfortable position than the fighters are at the moment.
I don't know Arabic, but what the Egyptian coach showed, I think it's a good tactic because he showed to kick twice. So if it's bigger distance, the second kick will go to the protector. So just keep your leg in the air, kick twice, and she will be in the lead. So we'll see if she will listen. But
it's always the case, isn't it? Even though you're listening, your body says, no, I'm not doing that. Thanks for the advice, but no thanks. But that clash and kick, so stick the front legs together. There's the back legs that you mentioned, Melitza.
Good exchange of kicks, but 0 points.
So good cover from both fighters. It's Taekwondo, the art of kicking and punching. Tries a spin kick there for the first time. Salma Ali turning it on.
Change of guard now trying with the back leg turning kick.
The kick's flying in.
5 seconds more, yeah, but
who's going to take the title? The back leg turning kick landing in the last seconds. Well, how do you solve a problem like Maria Machado? On form and on song. Salma Ali was waiting, she was patient, but the Brazilian goes from Santiago in Chile with the Pan-American Games gold, now the Grand Prix final gold, and I think that flag was the one that she carried as well. So it's been busy, and so has she.
This is nice, end of the year for her. Games, gold, Grand Prix final gold. Great way to end up this year. Great points, qualified. You can see that she's happy.
You sure can. You can also see the referees had to dodge the flag there. That was good footwork from them. But a round of applause, of course, in the Egyptian corner. Salma Ali was patient. She almost got it right. But I dare say they will repeat the feat, and that is what it's about, Melitza.
Yeah, it is really. You can see the good connection between the athlete and the coach. They finished the year happy with a smile on their faces. I enjoyed it, really.
Well, I enjoyed listening to your expert analysis. Melitza Juricic, of course, giving us the expert review. And you can review some of the top quality highlights as we get ourselves ready for the next final. Men's 63s are coming up. Maria Machado. Magical moments for Maria in Manchester. All smiles. And they'll be back on the podium with gold. Well, the big kick did the kick. She had the will, she had the skill. And from Brazil, she will go back with the title. Well done, Maria Machado. And his coach and fighter embrace. Who can embrace the big occasion now? As we move into the men's under 63 kilograms. Mehmet Bozteki against Borlor Erden Ganbat. And when it comes to big names, as the referees make their way into this one, well, make no mistake about it, world champions on both sides of the mats. Team Mexico, they're eagerly awaiting for the arrival of their fighters as well. Coming up later in the card for them, there'll be a chance for Mexico to enjoy the podium. And Team Mongolia in full effect as well. So from Mongolia to Manchester, everyone is ready. And most importantly, the fighters are as well. So here he comes, Mehmet Bozteki, the world #1. Took gold in Rotterdam at the Para-Europeans, and he was par excellence in Taiyuan GP as well. A fighter you enjoy watching, Melitza?
Oh yeah, I just remember I enjoyed last year. We were also here in Manchester. he was great. Enjoyment to watch, speed, strength, everything, game plan. I'm excited to see what Mongolian fighter Gambat has in his pocket, so this will be a tough match.
It most certainly is, as Ali Sahin pockets the video review card. Well, can this man, Bolador Erden Ganbat, 5-time world champion, and most recently took a gold in Veracruz. He also cruised to the title at the Asian Para Games in Hangzhou. And I would say he was in cruise control in those wins against Haidarov and Basolo. Big moments for Ganbat, a big occasion fighter. And of course, the man for the big occasion, Dennis Kim. He will be running the rule over this one. And also, the referees trying to be selected for the Paralympic Games and Olympic Games as well, so they're being heavily scrutinised. But eyes on the prize as the fighters get themselves involved in this one. And if you've just tuned in, 5 minutes will decide who's going to take the gold, Turkey or Mongolia. And you're in the expert analysis company of Milica Juricic. Now on the media side, the safe side of the mat, although you were recently competing. Wise move?
Just for me, yeah, wise move, that was nice. I enjoy the feeling. Sometimes you ask yourself, why do you need this in your life? But on the other side, this is us. This is the sport we love, so that was good.
And speaking of which, what's the feeling like when you get back on the mat as the both men are going through that feeling now at 2 points each? When you make that first step from the lights back in?
That's the best. Honestly, when you go to the tunnel and you're going into the fight, I think it's the best feeling, that excitement, anticipation of everything, what you can do. So I understand all these fighters, why they love it, why Bofa Kong is competing at 43. That's for me a real pleasure to watch. Wow, great excitement, great exchange of the kicks. 62 for Bosteke, great lead in the first minute.
You see a great lead and great speed there. The step-up double for Ganbat there. Go, Gadget Ganbat with his doubles there. Pulls it back to a 2-point game. And the man from Mongolia, a real star in Para Taekwondo, as he tries for parity but leaves a space filled there by Bosteke. 8-4, the score's on the board. Back leg tourniquet, and he comes again.
Both of them with a great fitness level. I think they are enjoying this match. So many exchange of the kicks. 8-6. Great.
Yeah, as 8-6 goes to 10. As we go the distance now, some real quality Taekwondo. And you may have heard us speaking about back leg and front leg. Also the double kick, both kicks in mid-air. Goes for the spin. Lovely sidestep from Bosteke.
He used the distance, go inside, make 2 points from 10-6 to 14-6. Gambat made a mistake. He tried the spinning kick and it didn't finish well for him.
Bolar Erden Ganbat, the Mongolian, in red. Mahmut Bosteke, of course, you can guess which colour, but the most important, they are going for gold here and trying to seal the season. The world #1, Bosteke, the Turk, against the 5-time world champion from Mongolia. And at the moment, it's the Turk, has the timing, has the scores on the board, and so good little push kick, though, from Bosteke. But what's really cool about the Turk is that every time Ganbat fakes, he doesn't buy it, he doesn't move.
You can see strong fighter, composed fighter, always in a good distance, searching for his opportunity to score.
And the search goes on. Both men now, back leg tourniquet landing. Good little block on the inside. So in Taekwondo, kicking to the body. There's the shot, that's better. Tries to step up again. Well, bravo indeed. As Mahmut Bosteke comes back to Ali Sahin, and the coach and fighter, I'm sure, will be delighted with that start.
Yeah, after 3 minutes of working all the time, really a lot of exchange of kicks, attacks, counters. Great result, 18-8. I would love to see a lot of points in Taekwondo tomorrow in the Grand Prix. Usually sometimes when the stakes are high, it's 0-0,
Right.
2-0. I think it's not good. I understand that as an athlete.
Sure.
It's hard when the stakes are high. You want a good result. You want to qualify. But sometimes I see them. I see how relaxed are they. They score a lot of points in every match. I saw Bosteke in the last match, 54 points.
I mean, incredible.
Really incredible.
That's like
Not
a basketball
only,
score.
Yeah, basketball score for stamina, kicking all the time. I enjoy to watch. I think it will be better for all the spectators and all the people who enjoy Taekwondo.
No, 100% endorse that, and that's good to hear as we talk about the amalgamation of the rules going forward, but also the Olympic athletes adopting that free-flowing style as we see old school rules stepping in, both men working hard.
Yeah, back leg turning to body for 18-10. They're not surrendering. You can see the both of them want the gold medal, trying everything, variety of kicks. I enjoy.
I love
Yes,
it. Absolutely loving this fight. As Bolarden Ganbat tries to pull himself back into this one, 8-point game. But as you say, the free-flowing skills, both men eyeing each other up again in the centre. And of course, if you're watching Taekwondo for the first time and you're thinking, what are all of these kicks? You might want to get involved in the sport yourself. Pop along to the World Taekwondo website, find a club in your country, in your area. Find a para-friendly club if that's what you need. And get stuck in, because in the fighters' minds, they're thinking what kick to do and when. As Bosteke doubles the scores on the board, 20-10. So there's a little database of what to do when, to step, to go, to wait. And then the passion comes out as the feet fly, as we fly towards the last minute now.
Oh, they're doing everything. Back leg push kick, spinning kick, double, triple. And now I remember Bosteke because I enjoyed last night when I saw his strength in every match. I was amazed, really. Every kick was strong, every kick was in protector. So this year he's even better for me. I think after 40 seconds, gold medal, ranking points, everything. He's ready for the next year.
He most certainly is, and trying to ready himself though. Ganbat, to his credit, the 5-time world champion, firing back in there with the double kicks on the board, looking good and pulling himself back within 10. But we're clicking towards, as you said there, Melissa, the last 20 seconds now, and the last action hero so far has been Mahmut Bosteke. Strong, quick, and top class from the Turk. Eyeballing there, Ganbat is saying, okay, come forward. You want to take the title, you're going to have to take it from me. And look at the skills that he has exhibited here. Back kicks, doubles, and on the double it is Bosteke. Ganbat, to his credit, has a little look at the scoreboard. They show their respects. Great fight.
Yeah, great fight. I'm loving the fair play. Look at these fighters. I think they know each other too well. It's hard maybe sometimes to find something new, but as we talked before, the last tournament of the year, when it's the end of the year, you want to finish it. Sometimes you're tired, but we can see that the Bosteke was really strong and wanted to win the gold medal.
You know I'm obsessed with the PSS.
You're not the only one.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad I'm not in the club of one. The point you were making there, so they've turned down the threshold to encourage that free-flowing scoring. I think, and I've said it for a long time, if you did that in the Olympic categories as well, if the scores register, would it encourage people to flow a little bit more?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, because sometimes when you have good covering skills and big hit level, every fight is 0-0, and then you need to search opportunity for the head kicks and especially for the punch. If someone is good at covering skills, you will cover your head also, but for the punch, and then you need referees to push. And 1-0 is not exciting to watch, really. 0-0, 2-0, 2-2, but these scores I enjoy.
Of course, and what's not to enjoy but the skills of Ganbat, and of course an excellent performance by Bosteke. So little things to think about, but big skills to enjoy, and of course yet more quality action coming to mark your card. We're moving into the halfway stage now of the finals action. China will come up against Turkey. They've been busy so far in the men's. Women's coming next. Well, Mamet Bosteke takes the bow, he'll take the title as well. And if you're ever on a flight to Paris next summer, he might be on there with it. And he's in with a shout of the gold at the Paralympic Games. In with a shout now for the gold. We're on to the women's under 57 kilogram category. Li Yuji against Gamze Gurdal, China against Turkey. And you think the Turkish coaches have been busy already. They'll be back for more. And back for more success, Li Yuji. All smiles, the big wave. She's ranked 7. She's just on the cusp of Paralympic selection.
So good tournament for her. Ranked number 7, great points now, final match. You have a chance to win a gold medal and to go directly, I don't know, the next year. The qualification system is the same as...
You're right, it's a good question. So the ranking finishes January 31.
Oh, 1 month more. Okay.
1 month more, just to get everything locked down. And then the official announcements will be made to give teams times to decide which category. And Gamze Gurdal will be trying to go one better than her silver in Veracruz at the World Championships. European champion as well. And Gamze Gurdal, a very capable fighter indeed. But yeah, it's one of these things now that the fighters now know that they're going. And that is a, well, who am I telling?
That anticipation really is the word, but you know when you give your best and that's your maximum, just you need to adapt to situation and move on, go to qualification or something like that. But I have to say, Li Yuji with ranked number 7 now in the final match, I think she's moving forward.
She most certainly is, and she's moving forward to do a little test on the protector. Agnieszka Scheffler, the centre referee from Poland, brings them to attention. Into the open stance they go, both trying to offer that back leg opportunity. Neither happy to come in at the moment. Li Yuji, she's up on her toes, the fighter in blue, much more rhythm about her work. Gamze Gurdal, steady, thought about the back leg there, thought better of it. And already some style differences emerging.
Yeah, totally different styles, but big distance for both of them. You can see that they're attacking, but Li Yuji with dominant right leg. She changed her guard, but still attacking with the right back leg turning kick. This was a nice attempt.
And the one before it, to miss with that and then go with the push and generate so much force.
Yeah. Still 0-0, but I think they're questioning each other, you know, the strain, the speed. They're trying something, but this was nice. Back leg turning kick, and after that push kick who scored. So 2-0 in the first minute.
Gongyok is the call from the ref. Get in there and attack. It is Li Yuji who does just that. Puts herself 4 up now. Back leg turning kicks. Trying there from Gamze Gurdal. And Gurdal on guard, but just getting caught in the rhythm at the moment. So obviously the fighters, when they move, you have to take account for that. So the little gap in between them, that measures not just their tactics and timing, but also their ambition, their bravery, who can make the right decision. And then when the fight starts like so, perfect again.
Perfect timing, good push kick. I think the second one scored, and Gurdal didn't have opportunity to do her back leg turning kick. She was stuck in the middle, so 6-0 for someone who's ranked number 7, and it's good. Good start.
Well, stuck in the middle with you in blue is Li Yuji. The referee giving into trouble there for either kicking low, grabbing, if you step out of the octagon as well. That's also a penalty point, but the points that make the prizes at the moment, 5 points of a gap now. Gamze Gurdal beginning to creep back into this one. 3 minutes still in the offing.
This was a solid attempt. I think her distance, maybe the momentum is bad. Sometimes she's kicking with the upper part of the foot, so you cannot score with that, but she's composed still. She's not surrendering. 5 points, it's not a big lead, but she's trying.
Yeah, Gamze Gurdal from Turkey, no questioning the tenacity, firing forward. Liu Yuji just gets fed up waiting, gives another little warning as the coach in the corner from Turkey calls a timeout. And as you're saying, 5-point lead is not an insurmountable gap. You can still pull it back here, but good signs in the blue corner.
Oh, absolutely. Loving the push kick. She's still aggressive. Not as in the first minute, but 8-3, you have 5-point lead. You can be more relaxed.
You most certainly can. She's a study of composure, a little bit more concern in the Turkish corner, but Gamze Gurdal, made of tough stuff. The European champion, she had success here in Manchester in this very stadium. As she takes the toweling down, she'll not be throwing the towel in this one, trying to stay cool. And can she turn it around against Liu Yuji? Well, we know how hard Team China trains. You can see it.
Absolutely.
Not sitting down between the rounds.
I would never go to China to train with them.
I think I would join you in that one. Tough time training 3 times a day. But of course, we're in now to the business end. More than the halfway stage now. Just over a couple of minutes to go. Gamze Gurdal, a little bit more footwork now from the tuck. She's trying to move, tries the back leg. Good kick and block there from Liu Yuji. So in Taekwondo, you can block with your arms. And also, if the referee's not looking, you can get your leg up there and try and stop the gap.
Yeah, she wanted to score with back leg turning kick. It was a good moment, but the covering was bad, so 10-3.
Well, 12-5 now as it stands. Liu Yuji just remembering that Gamze Gurdal is in the rear-view mirror as she tries to pull off into the distance here in Manchester. Can she pull off a big victory? A minute and a half to go for the Turk. Can she find a bit of momentum? I was hoping at that time she would do an attack or something, but clearly not.
I agree. Liu Yuji is confident. Wow, this was a nice turning kick. 4 points. Wow. For Gamze Gurdal, but still 6-point lead will be, or
I think 7, yes, 8. 15 minus 7 is 8, plus the bonus points.
Yeah.
Look at you, Melitza. You can see my mathematics has not got any better, but it's getting better for Gamze Gurdal.
This was a lucky guess.
Well, it worked out well. There was no guessing from Gurdal. Good back kick, she tries it again.
Wow. All the time, I think for the last 20 years, the Turkey national team had the best turning kick. We all know Servet. He was one of a kind, but females and males all the time with turning kick, they scored. So 2 more and she'll be closer.
Yeah, you're right. So if you're listening to turning kick and spinning kick, that's when you turn your head 180 degrees, you'll get 3 points. If you do the full spin, you'll get 4. So some of the discussions in that, but Gamze Gurdal, that's what pulled her back. If you flick your leg across, you can get into trouble for it, but it is a timeout instead. And not just in time. Liu Yuji, we spoke before about how well she's doing, and you know, she's heading towards the gold, and she still is, but Gamze Gurdal keeping it honest, keeping it going.
Yeah, I think so, because she changed her tactic. It was open guard, now it's close stance. On her push kick, she's doing turning kicks. She scored 4 points. It's a big score, but still 7-point lead. We have around a minute left. She will need to do more if she wants a gold medal.
Well, the wise words of the champ in the commentary box here, as the coach tries to keep their fighter cool in this one. And if you're just joining us here on Channel 4 for the first time, a delight to be sharing it with you. Hope you're in good form and hope you're enjoying your Friday night fighting here under the lights in Manchester, as the coaches readjust the head guards for the fighter. So they have a face shield as well to protect their face, mouth guards in place, and they're back on guard in this one. Good show of respect as we head towards the last 45 now.
Wow, once again a good attempt. Not strong enough, I think. I think we saw a little protector on the scoreboard, but I hope next time 4 points, so it will be an interesting 30 seconds.
Very interesting indeed. Big time moments, big time results. Who can win the Grand Prix final? At the moment, Liu Yuji. She's avoided the centre referee. She's avoided Gamza Gurdal. And into the last 20 seconds we go. Is she going to be on top of the world here? Can she seal a Paralympic spot? That push kick will make the difference. 17-8. Any doubts, any hopes for Gamza Gurdal? It's going to be silver for Turkey. And going to the Paralympic Games, Liu Yuji seals the spot and does it in style.
Oh, does it in style, really. As we said before, she's ranked number 7, finished this year on the top, so I think she qualified with this gold medal, so a great day for her.
A great day for her indeed. She's qualified for the Paralympic Games. A big embrace for the coach.
Good tactics, good fight. She was strong from the beginning until the last second of the match. You can see that she's satisfied.
Not only satisfied, she then sprinted across the ring, said well done, sprinted back. Doesn't look as if she's hit.
No, she's not tired at all.
Right. But Team Turkey full of discussions, but also, as time passes, a super silver for Gamza Gurdal. Liu Yuji strolling off with the gold.
Yeah, but this is the second medal for Turkey national team. 1 gold, 1 silver. Not medal. They have, I think, bronze medalist also, but second final of the day. Good result for Team Turkey.
Well, certainly is. From the light to the darkness and back with the big title. Enjoy some of the highlights, because coming up next, the men's under-70s. And just to mark your card, Javakur Alikulov will go against Iran's Madi Puranama, and then followed by Beth Munro against Elena Savinskaya. So British interests about to be piqued, but working to a peak there was Liu Yuji. Congratulations to her. Well, the overhead shot of the big back kick, it landed for the Turk, but landing back with ferocious style. And landing a ticket at the Paralympic Games. You'll see it again in Paris. You'll see it again on the podium. But congratulations, Liu Yuji. Javakur Alikulov of Uzbekistan against Madi Puranama. The big man from Iran. He'll be making his way in, and he's going to be making his way in against this man, Javakur Alikulov. All smiles, ranked number 6. A bronze at the Asian Games in Hangzhou, China, most recently. Also won the Asian Championships gold. Can he repeat the feat here? A couple of wins against Samarano and Kalilov. Kalilov, usually a very formidable foe. Alikulov kept it cool. Can he keep his cool now in the final? We're trying to put him off his rhythm. Tehran's finest. Madi Puranama, the man from Iran, has a plan. Can he execute it in this one? Rank number 7. Can he go one step further in this one? Winner of the Asian Para Games gold medal this year. 5 times the world champion.
Wow.
Madi knows his way around.
Absolutely, 5 times world champion. That's not great result. That's amazing result, really. To be 5 times on the podium only, it's hard, but 5-time gold medalist. Congratulations to him.
Most certainly. As Hakan Baktaz from Germany brings them in. So the 5-time champ on the right-hand side of your screen, the most recent Asian Championships gold medalist on the left of your screen. And as we look at it, Uzbekistan against Iran. A little test, there's sensors on those socks. and they connect to the body protector, it means that everything is switched on. But most importantly, the fighters switched on in this one. 5 minutes as they go for gold in the men's under 70 kilograms. Javakir Alakulov from Uzbekistan in blue. Madi Puranama, and the Iranian jumping up straight away, showing his athletic ability. And one of the pioneers of para tries with the push kick. Good back leg braced from both. They're not wasting any time, Melitza.
No, they're not wasting any time in the first 20 seconds with so many kicks. Still no score, 0-0, but they're trying hard, and I'm excited to see we're going up to heavier categories, stronger kicks. I'm really looking forward to the heavy categories.
No question, spoken like a true heavyweight world champion. And of course, the quality, but also it's a different thing. You can see the stance of both of these men, they look rock solid.
Yeah, as we saw now, back leg turning kick to body for 2-0, strong one. Same attempt, one more time for 4-0.
The strength of the clinch, clinching the shots on the inside. Well, Madi Puranama leading to 4-0. So the scores that you have that says Alakulov is winning 4-2, it's actually the other way around. So the man from Iran has the lead. So Madi Puranama will not be kicking the scoreboard operator, we promise. They might, but most importantly, the scoreboard in the stadium reads 4-2. And there's plenty of passion from both.
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of passion, plenty of time. The scores are good now. No, still the same, 4-2 for the wrong one, but...
Scores the wrong way around.
Yeah, that's why we are here, 4-4, so... 4-0 for Alakulov from 6-4. Sorry, I was confused. From 4-0 to 6-4, Alakulov found his way to score.
He most certainly did. Found his way back in, though, at parity. 6-all, the scores on the board. A couple of minutes gone already in this one. The man from Tashkent in blue, the man from Tehran in red. But here in Manchester, they're tied up in the centre. Good shot from Madi Puranama. Pulling into a minor lead as we click towards the halfway stage now. Signs that Alakulov is just trying to adjust his plan here. The man in blue keeping it cool, tries with a little flick to the front leg. Landed low. No fun for anyone, but the scores stay the same. Halfway through now.
Oh, that was a nice attempt. Maybe a little bit low, but good tactic. 8-6, good fight, good score. We have 2 minutes more. But they are both so composed. They're working for 3 minutes all the time. Great back leg turning kick for 10-6. Open stance. Now we'll see timeout. I think they need a little bit of rest to adapt, to maybe change some tactics and to recover for the next 2 minutes.
Do you know what I was thinking as you were saying about recovery there? A back kick to the thigh, zero fun. But here in the commentary box, you look at that and go, oh, well, he's adapted to it. But if that's the adrenaline flowing, they just seem to walk through. You don't feel it at the time.
You don't feel it. For me, it didn't look strong, really strong. Sometimes it can be awful, especially for the guys. But with adrenaline, with the momentum in the court, you don't feel it. 10 minutes after the match, 30 minutes, 1 hour, it's awful. But in that moment, not so scary.
Exactly. But will they have a gold medal to keep them company with the bumps and bruises as the two warriors unite once more? Madi Puranama from Iran leading 10 points to 6 over Javakir Alakulov. Alakulov tries with that front leg, trying to push forward. He needs to. Plenty time though. Madi Puranama, very tough, holding the centre. Good little front leg response though. 12-6 now.
Yeah, Puranama, you can see good leg block after that try with back leg turning kick. Still great result for him, 6-point lead. 1 minute and 30 seconds more, but he's good with covers, good with front leg, always searching for a way to score, opportunity to score, and for now he's doing a really good job.
Doing the job and getting the rewards. Little front leg twisting kick, fires it in there. Madi Puranama pouring on the style here. 1 minute and 10. Javier Alakulov can't find an answer. Just for the first time there, trying to bring some oxygen into the lungs. He's feeling the pressure now. The man from Uzbekistan struggling. Is he struggling towards silver?
Madi looks more ready for me in this moment because Alikulov had really good couple shots in the last 30 seconds, but not strong enough. You can see he's out of power. He's trying, but a little bit stronger, it will score.
As you see, the power obviously in the red corner, powering into a 10-point lead now. Madi Puranama from Iran. Half a minute to go.
But I have to say, punch was good.
Was good.
It was strong.
So punches in para are allowed, but don't score. They're only allowed to set up a technique. But as you say, punch was good indeed. But a puncher's chance for Javakir Alakulov. And the chances are slim and none, and I think Slim has just left town. He tries with the back leg turning kick, pulls it back to 16-8, almost kicking up to the face there. Not allowed in para Taekwondo. As we click towards the last 10 seconds now, a 7-point game. Good credit, Javakir Alakulov hasn't given up the ghost. He's chased, he's fought, he's harried, but he's been up against the better man. Madi Puranama, the top man from Tehran, and Shadbosh to him. Congratulations on that performance. A really enjoyable fight.
This was one of the best matches. You can see Madi Puranama happy, not only with gold medal. Performance was great, amazing to watch. He was composed, he was strong in every moment of the match, looking for an opportunity to score, to do something else. So this result, it was in the end 18-10. Yeah, you can see 17-10.
Well, we said he looked super fit during it. He's getting a little rest now.
Yeah, well-deserved rest, honestly.
No question. And a well-deserved silver medal for that man there, Javier Alakulov. Good performance, but coming up against the best man by a distance. And there he is, Madi Puranama, pouring on the style and leaving with a smile and the title of the World Para Taekwondo Grand Prix final. Gold medalist takes the acclaim. And I'm sure he's picking out his seats already on the flight to Paris. Where am I going? What am I going to be doing? He's done the job, finishing in style and finishing with a smile. Speaking of which, who's going to be smiling next? Coming up, the women's under 65 kilograms. Great Britain's Beth Munro will go against Elena Savinskaya, the all-neutral athlete.
But when we talk about changing the rules or being similar with para Taekwondo and Taekwondo, we can also change categories. Now I see they are totally different than Olympic categories. Right. It's a big difference, minus 70 and minus 80 kilos also.
Yeah, it's a good conversation to have. And of course, para actually has more categories at the Paralympic Games than the Olympic categories has. So you guys condense.
4-4, I understand, yeah.
I'm sure there's the odd Olympic athlete wouldn't mind another category in there.
One more, it would be real, I think, especially some things between heavyweights, you know, 49, 50. I mean, every category, you need that in between, because in 49 you have fighters 46, 49, 53, and when they fight 53 and 46, it's big difference, honestly.
It most certainly is a big difference in weight and category. He doesn't have to wait for much longer to be back on the podium with the gold medal. But who's going to be joining him in this one? We get to enjoy it now. Here in Manchester, Beth Munro of Great Britain Well, she's up against Elena Savinskaya, the all-neutral athlete. Will Savinskaya be inspired? Or will it be Beth delivering yet more success? Referees are ready. I'm sure you are fight fans as well. Well, there's Joe Lane. Took the bronze in the contest earlier on. Couldn't take the title though. But Beth will be doing his best. And ranked number 1, the Paralympic silver medalist, European champion, and Vera Cruz gold medalist, striding in. And she's in fine form, Beth Munro.
Yeah, I think she's a true inspiration. You told me that I think she started to train Taekwondo 1 year before
That's
Olympics. Right. Wow, that's so inspirational. I think she has to be a big motivation, inspiration for all younger generation to be in the top level after only 1 year. You have to have motivation, persistence, everything to be a champion like her.
Well, speaking of motivation and persistence, Elena Savinskaya will need all of that. She can't listen to the reputation. She has to look at the skills herself. Cecil Air overcome 8-2. And a Silva de Moura from Brazil, 24-18. So it's a good run so far. Savinskaya, will she be inspired? Can she go one better and take out Beth Munro? Kyung, the centre referee, will bring them to attention this one. And of course, speaking of attention, it's about the fighters now. They'll do one more little test. You can see a height difference. It's not always a height advantage. You have to know how to use it. And these little tests are just to make sure that the protector's working. Park Soo-young says Chung Hung. And the fighters are ready. Beth Munro up on her toes. Always loves to get up into that close distance. Good work so far. Savinskaya covering well. Plenty of encouragement from the British fans in the crowd. And of course the big occasion for the home nation. Beth Munro circling, tries the back leg turning kick.
Well, I'm loving her footwork. This is the first female fighter that she's using steps, she's using fake, and sometimes it's confusing. You cannot feel the distance when someone has the really good footwork. So I think this is a good start for Beth. Even though it's 0-0, she's trying all the time.
And as you see, that footwork paying off because you see Savinskaya's back kick coming, controlling the distance. Back leg turn, the kick lands.
Good one. She tried 2 more times. The first one was strong enough, but 2-0 lead.
And a few whoops from Amy Truesdale. The fans and indeed fighters. She's coming up later on. A big call of "come on, Beth" from the fans in the crowd here in Manchester. Savinskaya trying to keep it close though. She's doing well. She's not giving away any distance.
She's not giving away, but you can see Beth is composed all the time, trying with back leg turning kick. Scored 1 time, so good start.
Couple of good fakes as well. Front leg change.
Good distance, good strength. 4-0.
Keep that movement up, make them miss was the call from the crowd. Make them miss, make them pay, move them, bemuse them, confuse them. Couple of minutes gone, 4 up. Beth Munro looking very calm indeed. Elena Savinskaya, can she change things up a little bit here? She wants to get a little bit closer in, like here, and work. Decent idea.
Decent idea, but for me, she's not trying in this moment so hard. I know 4-0, it's not a big difference, but we need to see more from her. Beth is doing great footwork, steps all the time, trying opportunity, but we have 50% of match. It's still going
time,
on,
yeah.
Yes.
You're exactly right. Half a minute to go, and right on that, timeout is called from the red corner. They need to adjust things now. Of course, we see Elena Savinskaya, we've mentioned there the adjustments that she needs to make in that close distance, but of course, back in the British blue corner, Beth Munro carrying the pressure of the host nation, but she just looks so relaxed.
Yeah, she's relaxed. She has her family, I think, in the crowd. for her, I think it's more motivation than pressure. She's good, she's composed, trying all the time, 4-0 lead, doesn't make mistakes. You can see her face. She's not tired, so she's listening, she's in the zone.
She's in the zone and she's listening to Andrew Deere, of course, Commonwealth Taekwondo champion in the Olympic variety, proceeding over the development of the Para Taekwondo team. A very strong team indeed, but a very strong start from Beth Munro. Can she finish this out here? Halfway through. Elena Savitskaya, can she fire back into this one? A little bit more movement there from the fighter in red. Signs of aggression. Good back leg from Beth.
Good back leg. She pushed her in the clinch. One more time, the same 8-0. She was well rested now in this timeout, so 4 more points in the first 10 seconds.
And just when Elena Savitskaya might have thought, okay, I've got some ideas, I'll come back, I'll change things up. She's twice as many points down as just before the pause, and not pausing for thought is Munro. 8 up now. And she's eating up the scores and the time in the clock. Well, it's never easy to climb a Munro, but she's off into the mountains now.
This was a solid shot, but still not good enough to score.
Good power from Elena Savitskaya, trying with the back kick. Decent attempt, 1.5 minutes to go.
You can see now Beth is confident, 10-0. Savitskaya didn't score in this final match for now. She has opportunity now, 1 minute more, but 10-0 is a big lead. Beth is enjoying this final match. To win gold medal at home with your friends and family, I think is the best way to finish the year.
Speaking of finishing the year, trying to finish in cell. Elena Savitskaya fires a couple of points on the board now, 10-2. But it's 50 seconds to go. Beth Munro has dominated the show here. Closes with the front leg as we close into the business end of this one now.
She's blocking, attacking all the time with back leg turning kick. Did not score, but just you have to hold on for 30 seconds more and you will have a gold medal around your neck. But 2 more to extend the lead.
Well, the gold medal is heading towards Beth Munro. It's been brilliant from Beth in blue. She's battled. She's been clean and clear. The footwork has been imperious. The quality will send the fans delirious. She's got the skills. She's got the gold medal as well. Beth Munro adding yet more silverware to an amazing career, setting up a possible performance at the Paralympics in Paris, where she took silver. She'd be a good bet for gold on form like that. Brilliant from Beth and richly deserved.
Oh, well deserved. You can see, I think especially every year you have competition in Manchester, and this is opportunity for them to show what they did in the whole year, to show off in front of their family and friends, and just to enjoy the momentum. And I am a little bit jealous because I never had this opportunity like they do, so you have to use it.
You most certainly do. She flies the flag as she's flying towards the Paralympic Games. Beth Munro sealing her ticket to Paris, and she did it with style, grace and quality. And of course, a big smile, flanked there by Andrew Deere, her coach. And that result will be very dear to her as well. All smiles, all styles. Beth Munro takes the title in Manchester. Well, the passionate home fans were treated to the skills of Beth Munro. Didn't put a foot wrong, put every kick right. Elena Savitskaya will take silver for the all-neutral athlete. But she wasn't in neutral, was Beth. She was in super speed as she speeds towards the podium now as the champion. Congratulations, Beth Munro. Can she fly that flag the same way at the Paris Paralympic Games? The fans will be hoping so, and so will she. Well, from the best of Beth to the best of the rest. We move now to the men's under 80 kilogram contests as the referees make their way in. And I have to say the standard of refereeing has been excellent so far. Alireza Bakht will be backing himself, the man from Iran, against Ju Jong-hun. And the young Korean, a real joy to watch. Well, here he comes, the silver medalist at the Asian Para Games most recently. Grand Prix final gold in Saudi last year. I don't know where the time goes.
Yeah.
And a couple of good wins against Toshtemurov and Nahera. That one against Aslanbek Toshtemurov, a real close, hard-fought contest. Alireza, though, backed himself, and Bakht is back now in the final. Well, Ju Jong-hun, the Asian Games gold medalist, world champion in Veracruz, Paris Grand Prix gold medalist, and such a good fighter. He actually was a middle school and high school Taekwondo athlete in the Olympic able-bodied variety, transferred those skills now to Para Taekwondo, took out Lefty Lunstra and Joe Lane, and he loves the big occasion.
I can see, I'm laughing because I love young fighters from Korea. They show up from nowhere with only 17 years of age and they win gold medal every time. And from like university, you never saw them, and they're all the time in the finals. So I enjoy their style.
Most certainly will, as Mohammed Al-Shabin Banjamal, the centre referee, will be keeping the fighters honest in this one. Bakht against Ju. As Ju Jong-hun, well, you mentioned that pedigree and that quality. Two top nations, Iran and Korea. Oh, I've just enjoyed Beth Munro winning the title. Let's enjoy this one. Bakht against Ju. And there he is, Ju Jong-hun. Well, he reported earlier to get his photograph taken for any possible press later on. He was all smiles. He was ready. Will it be a picture-perfect performance from the Korean in this one? Decides to put the right foot in front. Has been looking at Alireza's style. And it's the back leg of Bakht, the man in blue. There's enough power on it, you can hear it back in Tehran as he goes for it, but Ju Jong-hun sees it coming as both men settle into their rhythm.
You can see the distance is super short, it's intense. They're trying, they're just questioning each other, but you can see both of them want to be in the podium, want to be man number one. But strong, good footwork, good fake, but good momentum for Alireza Bakht for 2-0.
Well, you mentioned how close they stand before. I was watching Ju Jong-hun, and he does. I've seen a few people doing it over the years, where they actually reach in and try and touch the other person's leg. I remember Maxim Ramsov doing it on many an occasion.
For me, the latest memory was heavyweight semi-final and final with Caden and
That's
Carlos
right.
Sansores. They were touching each other's hands in the whole match. Super close distance for heavyweight guys.
Absolutely, and the close distance, but who will get their hand on the gold medal in this one? Alireza Bakht has backed himself, but he's been backed into a corner. The speed off the spot there from Ju Jong-hun. A little foretaste of what is to come as both men settle into their rhythm.
Wow, this was a good exchange. The second kick scored, so 2-2. I think Ju Jong-un showed that the Iranian kicked a little bit low, but judge did not see that.
Yeah, just a little reminder to the referee. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen either Iran or Korea try and referee their own match. They know how to do that well. But so far, calm and composed, both men. A little twisting kick attempt, a back leg turning kick, reining in 4-4, the scores on the board.
Sometimes I enjoy to see the heavyweights because you don't have many action, but every kick is strong, every kick is in protector. They are not taking many risks, but they are composed and they know exactly in what moment when to kick. Like now, distance is good, strong kicks, 6-5. Wow, this was nice, but great counter from Alireza Bakht.
Yeah, he tried to go for the big win with the spin. The 4-pointer there did the Korean, Ju Jong-hun.
He's using every opportunity, every mistake that Ju Jong-hun is making. He's trying with spinning kicks to in the small distance, but Alireza Bakht is a smart fighter.
Yeah, he's got the smarts, he's got the points as well. 10-5 up, a little bit of a clash of legs there. And this little medical intervention, I don't know if we'll need Victor Munro as the doctor or just the referee will stand him up again. But Ju Jong-hun needs this little rest here because he's doing all the work and get none of the rewards.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling ever. I know when when you kick a couple times and you put all your effort to score and you don't score.
And an interesting one, you say that work and not scoring. I remember back in Veracruz at the World Championships, he had a knee issue there. It looks as if his knee's in a little bit of difficulty there. So Victor Munro's the magic spray. What do you think?
I don't know, he does not look good. You can see his face. I feel sorry, honestly, for him. He's doing a great job in the final match.
Yeah, he's got the Cheongshin Yuk, as they say in Korean, which is that fighting spirit, the desire to keep going. But as you say, he did have a little look at his coach as if to say, okay, let's give this one more run here. And as we mentioned before, the adrenaline clicking in. And hopefully...
But I think you need to have in your mind that Olympics are next year. You don't need knee injury in this 6 months, but he's still going strong. 11-8 in this moment and still a lot of time left.
Good little front leg attempt for the first time there. Alireza Bakht just been drawn in. Kubi was the call from the coach from Iran. He liked that. He drew him in there. A little bit of a fishing expedition. Caught him on the end of the hook. Catches him on the end of the back leg turning kick. 13-8 now.
I think his knee is good.
Looks good.
Look at the footwork.
Yep, step up back kick plus the footwork. And only limping when the referee looks. Pretty smart work there from Ju Jong-hun.
But I think none of them use their timeout.
It's a good point. Good point. They've obviously got the fitness, they've got the run. I've seen the time it can be used in the last 5 seconds, but firing himself back into, I was going to say a 4-point difference, but Alireza Bakht blasts a couple more on.
Yeah, 2 more, scored 2 times, 18-10, and we see now first time out in the blue court, if I'm right.
Yep, you're right. So, of course, Team Iran will be very happy with the work being done before. And we've talked before about athleticism and speed and power, but the intelligence and the ability to stay calm and read what your opponent is doing.
I'm loving his tactics, his game plan. You can see he's composed all the time. He's not attacking all the time, but he's using every mistake of Ju Jong-hun. When he's making mistake, Alireza scores.
Absolutely right. Causing him to make those mistakes, setting him up. And we're set up for a really good finale. 8 points of a difference. Now, does Ju Jong-hun go full power, 100 miles an hour towards the podium? Or does he play a little bit conservative here? We shall see. And he said our Farsi skills are not so good, but the international body language of the coach quite clear there.
Yeah.
Get up on your toes, move around, stay out of the way, fight the clock and the opponent. But there's still plenty time left. 8-point game, 1 minute and 10 or so to go. Ju Jong-hun goes with the spin.
Wow, nice attempt. First one didn't score, but the second one did.
Those spinning kicks are more difficult. They're worth 4. He goes for it, he gets it.
One more time, 18 to 15. He's really close now, 1 more minute left.
Juchagi Cha, the call from the coach, throw the back kick. The Iranian reads the playbook. It's the back kick against back, and back picks his pocket. Good fight, this, Melissa.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Nice little front leg speed off the spot. 6 points of a difference. Excellent again from back.
Yeah, look at the momentum. Every time, the good reaction, strong kicks, always in the mid, always in protector, and almost every time he scores.
The scoring skills. Yet again, a brace of back legs from back, who landed 3 in a row. I think we might have one of them taken away by the referee. So the referee just giving the signal there to say, take 2 of those off. And I think we're going to have a video review request.
You think it was after Kallio?
I think there was 1, 2.
Yeah,
then the referee said stop. And on the 3rd occasion, I don't think it was, but that's what the referee
for
called.
me also, I think it was in the momentum, and you cannot cut the action in between. For me, it's not a good decision.
No, I often think it's like diving into a swimming pool.
Yeah,
you can't stop. You're already on the way. But they're going to have to plumb the depths here. But in terms of the video route, there's a command from the referee which is to say stop. So the referee's arm will go out straight. And when that's out straight and they say Kallio, stop, you're not allowed to kick. Now let's have a, this is what the referee is seeing here, which is great for us to see. It's great work from the production team for sharing that with you as well. So this is the review team's view. So we're going to have a look at it. There was 3 clean scores, 1, 2, and then I think the referee steps in, I think maybe for holding.
I don't know, but it was in the middle of the action.
So what you've seen there, as you say, in the middle of the action is exactly what the referee has seen, exactly what the review team has seen. So if it's successful, 2 points will be added back on for Iran. Meanwhile, Ju Jong-hun definitely beginning to feel that leg a little bit.
No, I think he was holding on his hand. His 3 kicks were strong.
Got you. So the video review complete, and it's back to business. He goes back to back to back, pushes, he flicks one up to the face there. I think the referee will have to give the gam jump for that. Nope, lets it flow. What a fight this is, please.
Yeah, amazing fight, but I think it was not on purpose.
Right. But facing up to the reality, wonderful performance. Ali Reza has backed Ju Jong-hyun into the corner. He's kept the Korean busy. It's going to be silver for Ju Jong-hyun. A show of respect from the two. An excellent final. Ali Reza backed. He'll be back. And he'll be on top of the podium.
On top, and you can see his experience. He was composed, using every opportunity to score. Great match. I really enjoyed to watch in every month.
And there's an attitude as well about it, almost a, I was going to say a very typical Iranian style to say, this is my ring.
I agree with you. They all have, I think, the same mentality, the same mindset, and you can see that on the court.
You most certainly can, and you'll see him back with the title at the World Para Taekwondo Grand Prix final. The gold medalist, Ali Reza, backed. Brilliant from him. A final performance, a final prayer of success. And Shad Bosch for him. Congratulations. And commiserations to this man here. He looks to be walking okay. And some of the highlights for him, of course, will be the silver medal. Gold for this man, and this was how it happened. excellent conclusion to a truly epic final there. The men's welterweights, well, they didn't wait to be introduced. They were kicking clean and clear. Alireza Bak takes the title, and it takes us towards the next final, the penultimate final. And who's going to be the hero in this one? Well, we are here in Manchester. It is a home expectation now. Guljanol Naimova of Uzbekistan goes against Amy Truesdale of Great Britain. The referees are ready. The judges in charge of adding any extra points for spinning kicks. The referee in charge of the safety of the fighters. Well, the fans respectful of Guljanai Naimova, the Asian Games gold medalist, ranked #1. And of course won the European Championships here in Manchester. Very happy to fight in Manchester. And that good one against Debra Menezes from Brazil. Puts that into this final now. Against a fighter she knows well. And a fighter that we all know well as well. The reigning world champion, Amy Truesdale, was so good in Veracruz. Cruised to the title and cruised to a win against Santiago Moreno. Final words of encouragement now from Andrew Deere in this one. They know each other well. A couple of victories for Naimova, a couple of victories for Truesdale. They know that the Paralympic tickets are almost in their pockets at the moment, but pride at stake in this one.
Well, stakes are high. I think the last year in Grand Prix Naimova won. It was the same final, but Amy showed really big improvement after Tokyo Olympics. Now I can see she's going forward. A lot of medals in between. She will aim for gold medal here for sure.
She most certainly will. As Guljanai Naimova will be doing the exact same thing. She's a mover, she's got lots of skill. Amy Truesdale, eyes focused on the prize. She's been mentally so much more like herself. Calm and steady has been Truesdale, and true to form, holds the centre. But as we know, Guljanai Naimova loves a counter. A good left leg back kick as well from the fighter in blue. Good push start there from Truesdale.
You can see two totally different styles. Naimova with clashing and back leg turning kick, and Amy with good footwork and good front leg. Both of them looking calm, composed in the first 30 seconds.
Well, speaking of calm and composed, if you're watching us on Channel 4, thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to be sharing it with you as they drop in the back leg turning kicks from both. No scores on the board, no registrations either, but that one registered.
Yeah, this one was good. A 2-0 lead in the first minute. Good for confidence.
Good back leg turning kick again there from the British fighter in red, reining in with that left leg, good power. And it's not always the ones that score that make a difference in the head of the opponent. Sometimes you feel one of those shots and you think, okay, I'll have to change my plan, as Naimova comes forward for the first time.
Distance is wrong. You can see that Amy is doing all the footwork. She's messing with her distance. That is her game plan, but for now it's working.
And working on a dream is Truesdale. Thoughts, of course, of Manchester. But the potential for Paris Paralympic Games to see these two going at it again, definitely a possibility. But here in Manchester, it's definitely maybe for Truesdale. She's hit the high note so far, 2 points up. And an oasis of calm in the centre, tries with the front leg counter. Naimova stepping through, beginning to go through her repertoire.
Yeah, she's beginning to go through, but for me, last year when I watched her and this year, it's a big difference, because last year she was more composed, and every time when she kicked, it scored. Now she's missing a lot of kicks. Maybe, you know, it's the end of the year. she's trying. She's qualified. Pressure is high, so maybe motivation is not on the biggest level. But for Amy, it's totally different. She's at her home with her friends and family, so I'm sure that she wants to win a gold medal.
Yeah, she most certainly does. And as we always say, you can only be as good as your opponent lets you be. So Truesdale, true to form, calm and cool. The movement, the timing, giving real difficulty here to Guljanoj Naimova. As you say, end of season blues for the fighter in blue, but still very much in this. Only a couple of points of a difference. However, very hard to be a counter-attacking fighter if you're 2 points down. She's going to have to come forward. And Amy Truesdale, up on her toes she goes. She went up onto the podium at the World Championships in Veracruz. Was superb. And she's showing plenty of heart here.
Yeah, we saw more from Amy in this tournament. I'm loving, she's more confident than last year, listening to everything, doing her thing. 2-0 lead, it's not big, but I can see that she's trying, she's holding the lead. 2-0 in her mind is much more.
Of course, in the mind of the opponent who steps forward, Naimova out of her comfort zone and out of luck there. 4-0 now to Truesdale. You might have heard Beth Munro shouting there. She's already taken the title. And there's the Gamjon given from the centre referee to both. Penalties for passivity. 5-1 now, the scores on the board. Or it should be, unless there's a protest. Yeah, the referee just making sure that those points have been added. So a penalty against each. 5-1. Couple of minutes to go.
Naimova is trying for now unsuccessfully. This is not a big league, but she didn't score in the first 3 minutes. You can see a strong push kicks from Amy. Oh, this is the first one, 5-3. Less than 2 minutes left.
Less than 2 minutes, 2 big points. The step through back kick, a danger shot from Guljanoj Naimova. She loves it. One little light went on there. If you hit the protector, it has to register with power. And so far, powering has been Amy Truesdale.
Wow, this was a good one, 5-5. She's in her head now, I think, from 5-1 to 5-5. We have 1 minute, 15 seconds more. This will be an interesting end of the match.
Well, it most certainly is the penultimate final. Will it be the ultimate joy for Guljanoj Naimova, or can Amy Truesdale find the pendulum and spin it back towards the British corner? A swing and a miss. Could they head towards a decisive golden score round? There's still time to get scores on the board. Coming forward, Guljanoj Naimova scores 7-5. She's in the lead. Can Truesdale dig deep?
She's in the lead. She's covering now with clashes, but she did not surrender. I admire to her really, from 5-1 to 7-5 in 1 minute. Good tactics, good effort.
And speaking of good tactics, a call for a timeout now from Andrew Deere in the corner, just to maybe get calm and recompose.
I agree with you. I think Amy is ready. She's her fitness level is amazing, but just a little bit break. Okay, she scored for 5 points. You need to adapt. In this moment, 2 points is nothing. You
Right.
scored 5, so 2 more, it's nothing. Just to go to the golden round.
And just an interesting little insight there as we see Guljanoj Naimova. Just a study of calm in the corner. No conversations, but plenty of chat in the British corner. Amy Truesdale actualising and verbalising what she will do. Can she turn the tables? Can Truesdale find the 2 points or more to put her on top of the podium? Could we go to golden sword, or can Guljanoj Naimova repeat the feat of the success she had in Manchester at the European Championships? A formidable fighter, the Uzbek. Half a minute to go. Just making sure the clock had started there. They were so fast off the blocks.
Good exchange of techniques. Still no score, 7-5 for Naimova. But Amy is trying hard to score. She wants to be in the match. She wants to, wow, 7-7. Good front leg. Wow, nice one. I think they need to add 2 more to Amy's score.
I think you're right, there was a back kick thrown in there, so I wonder if it's going to score. Will it be irrespective? Amy Truesdale down the stretch. Guljanai Naimova fires a shot on the board. Has she stole it in the last seconds? Truesdale doesn't realise. 11 to 10. Guljanai Naimova, it is all over. Uzbekistan claim it. Top class stuff from the Tashkent Taekwondoist. It is an amazing result for her. She was down and out. She pulled herself back in the last seconds. However, Amy Truesdale with a super silver. A little bit dejected and disappointed. Nice show of respect between the two of them there. Was there a back kick in there?
For me, yes. I don't know.
So we've had...
I think I saw it. They this wild back kick. They need to add 2 more points. It was 10. It needed to be 12.
So we've had some problems with the scoreboard from our visual side.
I agree, but
the TV graphics and the stadium score were different, so we didn't have a clear picture. Amy Truesdale threw the back kick. I wonder if the points went up at the time. I couldn't tell you.
When I go to the hotel, I have to see this, but Naimova, well done from the beginning of the match to the end of the match. 2 totally different fighters, but she kept her calm in the last seconds. 10 to 9 and then 11 to 9 in that moment.
Some
in
fight.
The last couple of seconds. Well done, really. Mentally, really strong fighter.
Mentally really strong. Guljanai Naimova repeats the feat. European champion in Manchester and now the World Grand Prix final gold medalist. Top stuff from Uzbekistan's Guljanai Naimova. Amy Truesdale with the silver, fought to the finish. And we are moving to a finish ourselves. From the women's heavyweights, can the men deliver the same level of entertainment? As the referee's getting himself ready, well, I hope you're ready for the last final of what has been an amazing session of Para Taekwondo here. The men's plus 80 kilogram matchup. Croatia against Iran. And they will be running all the way to the final podium. Well, there was the route through. Matt Bush, unsuccessful due to injury, had to withdraw. And we wish him a quick recovery. Ivan Mikulic makes it through instead, and the Croat goes against Hamad Akshinas. And both fighters are ready. I hope you are as well. The fans are. Well, Ivan Mikulic, what a fighter, what a performer. Ranked #1 in the world. Major success at the World Championships. Won the European Championships here in Manchester as well. Top athlete. And that victory over Matt Bush, his second victory. Bush, of course, withdrawing from injury. Good news for him, though. He's got the ranking points, and he's already on the plane to the Paralympic Games. Who's going to join him? Hamad Akshinas, Asian Para Games medalist, Asian Para Championship champion. The men's heavyweight final kicking off now. That win over against Mehmet Sarac, a memorable one for him. And of course, Melissa, the heavyweight division was your division. Sometimes you're the taller fighter, sometimes you're the smaller fighter. Ivan Mikulic, the taller of the two. How do you adjust for that? How do you deal with that?
Well, all the time you need to be in good contact with your coach to make a good tactic for the taller fighter. Usually it's clinch fight, close distance fight, but we'll see now. I think Ivan is fighter for big occasions all the time on the podium in every competition, so this is nothing new to him to be in the Grand Prix final match. But I am looking forward to see what Hamad is preparing for him.
Well, Daniel Horasanjan is preparing for them to do the little test of the protector. It's worked perfectly every time, and it works well in this one. The heavyweight division, the final of our Paralympic session for you. And who's going to take back gold? Of course, Hamad Akshinas, the shorter of the two in terms of stature, the taller of the two in terms of reputation as well, is Ivan Mikulic. He's standing tall, taking it steady. The Iranian, the creep and peep style, just tries to step in. Almost landing the back kick there. Hakshinas, back leg turning kick, good covering from the Croat.
Yeah, like we said, the tactic is kick from the inside, go into short distance. He scored 2-0, but still, Ivan is a great fighter. Wow, great back leg turning kick. For 4-0, I cannot... Oh,
yeah, 6 now.
Yeah, I cannot see the
scores
score,
on the board.
Yes.
Yeah, as you said there, makes it up to 6, and he's got Ivan Mikulic in a fix here at the moment. Good counter again. Hakshinas can't miss.
He cannot miss. His kicks are strong and precise, strong and good momentum. 10-0, and first minute is still on, so great start.
Hubi, the call from the coach. Good, good, good. And it's very good indeed as Ivan Mikulic tries to respond here. And the big Croatian has a lot of skill and temperament, and he's going to need all of it here. Back leg turning kick blasting in from the big man in blue to no avail though. 10-0, the scores on the board.
You can see Hamed is very static, but his distance is good all the time. He scores everything. Look at this. Every back leg turning kicks almost scores.
And sometimes he doesn't seem that interested in scoring the first kick. He's just get in there, get close, and take those big points.
Obviously, really strong fighter.
Yeah, he's got the strength against the man with the length. Step through double from Ivan Mikulic. A swing and a miss from the big Croat. And when there's a couple of minutes gone already and you're still searching for your distance, tough times ahead.
But look at him, look at Hamed. He's so static, but like Cobra, only searching when to score and where to kick all the time.
Yeah, I like that analogy of the Cobra. He's got that coiled and ready approach. As he also slithers across the mat, he's got that kind of Hadi-Sai shuffle across the mat. Not too much stepping, but some shots every time.
Every time. Back leg, left one, as I can see, scored every time.
Mohamed Hakshinas doing really well here, halfway through this one now. A good contest, but Ivan Mikulic, despite he's thrown doubles, he's thrown the front leg, tried a back kick as well. That's a good power shot.
Hamed does not move.
No.
Does not make a face, only put his hands to block and nothing.
And a little punch as well, just a reminder, you're allowed to punch in para, doesn't score, doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, you can hear the kicks and the punches, really.
And of course, it's deceiving when you're watching it on the screen. You think, well, Ivan Mikulic is big and tall, and you know, 6'4", 6'5", tall guy. But of course, you can see the strength in the legs of Hakshinas. Hamed Hakshinas doesn't take a back step unless he wants to.
Yeah, you can see static, but knows when to move and where to move. We see now Gamjung for both of the fighters, but I think we need to see more from Ivan, maybe more attacking, more aggressiveness. In 17-2, it is big result, but this is the last tournament. Just show everything what you got.
And also show what you've got, but also to put a little thought into Hamed Hakshinas's mind to say, okay, he's getting better as it goes along.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, you cannot make 15 points in the last 2 minutes, but just show him your strength, your power, your speed, that you can do something. This is the last tournament maybe where you will meet before Olympics. Just show him something to think about.
Well, they'll be trying to do just that, but still standing up on his toes. He's been outstanding as Hamed Hakshinas. And it's been an outstanding show of para Taekwondo. If you're looking for more Taekwondo, there's the Olympic variety coming for the next couple of days. But now for the next couple of minutes, someone obviously having a good laugh at something there. But not much to smile about in the Croatian corner. Hopefully for Ivan Mikulic, he can get some points on the board, put a little seed of doubt in the mind of Hamed Hakshinas, the man from Iran, as David Horizanzan brings him to attention in the centre. A couple of penalties in the bottom right, one in the bottom left. With just over a minute and 35 left in this one. Well, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Hamed Hakshinas, you do not want to be kicked by him.
I agree with you.
Tries with the spin, tries with the step-up back kick. To his credit, going for it, Ivan Mikulic, the European champion, trying to go out on his shield here. Tries the back leg turning kick, well blocked again. As we move towards the last minute now.
This was a little bit low. I think Ivan will be in bruises tomorrow. Every kick is strong. Still 1 minute left. Not much to talk about here now, 17-2.
And what you've got, Hamed Hakshinas has decided that he's just going to kill the match, get too close, be too far away. Professional.
Really professional. Not many techniques, but every kick is strong and precise, and almost every kick scored.
Well, as we move towards the end of this exciting day of Para Taekwondo, also the end of the season, Ivan Mikulic has had an excellent year, but he'll go away with some homework to do in this one and some motivation to match the silver medal. The Croat can't quite get the scores on the board. The reason for that, the master of distance, the power, Hamed Hakshinas powering towards the gold, and he's going to take the title here in Manchester. It's going to bring to a close a fantastic evening of fighting. Into the last 10 seconds we go now. Ivan Mikulic will take silver for Croatia. Hamed Hakshinas is going back as the champion from the Grand Prix final. He's been too good and too strong for too long. And with 2 seconds to go, it won't be long for him to make it to the final. A show of respect between the two. And Milica Juricic, have you enjoyed not just this fight, but the entire night?
Oh, I enjoyed the entire night, especially some of the bronze medal contests. Good fight, good matches for all the athletes. I really hope they finish the year in the way they wanted, qualified for the Paralympics next year. You can see Hamed happy, great performance by him. Also, we had an easy task tonight here, watching them and commentating them, but I hope they enjoy the gold medals now.
Well, as you say, they will enjoy the gold medals now as he flies the flag and has a little troop around the arena. He was really impressive. Hamed Hakshinas stood tall, and he'll be standing tall on the podium at the end of this one. Lovely moments for him, and good work from World Taekwondo's ace photographer, Dennis, there in the picture. And of course, in terms of the quality, let's have a little look at some of the highlights. We're also going to set you up with a couple of interviews, so stick with us as we see the end of an engrossing heavyweight final. We see the big back leg, the power shots raining in, but the power couple from British Taekwondo are going to be joining us out on the mat for a little interview. Stick with us for that. And sticking close to him, Hamed Hakshinas sticks the shot on the board and adds those Paralympic points to his Paris credentials. Ivan Mikulic gave it his all. And of course, when it comes to flying the flag, well, we've had a host of expectations, not just from Iran, but from the host nation as well. And in terms of expectations, of course, Beth Munro and Amy Truesdale, the power couple in British Taekwondo, and they are gathered here. Well, they were fighting on the mat, and now it's a chance for us to get a little listen to them on the mat. And of course, as we can see, our MC sprinting in there. Well done to Dave. And he's been a busy man, but two busy fighters gathered here in Manchester, and they're going to gather their thoughts. And we're going to have a listen to what they have to say. Let's have a little listen to the interview of Beth Munro and Amy Truesdale.
Well, Beth, a great end to what's been a fantastic year for you. You must be very happy right now.
Yes, I'm very happy on home soil with family here. Last needed points towards Paris next year, so very ecstatic.
And for Amy, you are very close to home here, very close to where you grew up. It's been nice to be back in the UK and be in Manchester for the 5th time for the Grand Prix.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've literally been all the way around the world this year, so it's lovely that we only had to travel 20 minutes down the road. So yeah, it's been really good. Support's been good, so I've enjoyed it.
A nice local return for you and a quick journey home, hopefully, as well. Your thoughts for next year for both of you for Paris?
We're going to smash it. We're very excited. I can speak for the both of us when I say.
Yeah, I think me and Beth have we've smashed this year, been consistent in everything we've done, so I know we'll both have great success in Paris.
Well done to both of you and good luck for next year.
Thank you.
Well, of course, you get media training. You say these things, don't do that, you know, be careful what you say. How are you going to get on in Paris? We're going to smash it.
I'm loving the answer. I was never that confident, or I could never say something like that, but I admire the people who can. So being that confident, finishing year on top, and now Paris is waiting for them.
And of course, Paris is waiting. Can they do the exact same again? Thank you so much for joining us here on Channel 4 for the first time for the Paralympics Taekwondo from both Melissa and myself. It's been a pleasure to share it with you. Thanks for joining us. Join us again for more Olympic Taekwondo in the coming days. But for the moment in Manchester, it's goodbye for now.